Thrilled when I saw on my schedule, I get to launch Christmas in July here at HSN. Hey, I'm Suzanne Runyon. We're celebrating it for 2 straight days. We have so much going on in the next couple of days, and we launch it with these. This is our brand new Today's Special. Let me give you a little bit of history about it. Last year, we offered these big old, beautiful lit set of 3 trees, and we did it as a regular item, not a Today's Special, and they were $164, and you guys absolutely loved them, like you went kind of crazy. We brought them back today. We added the 3 set of ornaments, and look at the price. It's not $164. We're at $129.95 for literally 1 day only. I have 5 flex pays on everything for the next 2 days, and you even get free shipping because of our birthday. It's free shipping on all Today's Specials. So this is the best deal we've ever done. We have a huge story. We have 1 full hour of great Christmas decor, but this is the launch, and Miss Meryl's joining me from Mr. Christmas. It's Mrs. Christmas or Ms. Christmas.
It is.
Come on in, honey.
Hi, Suzanne.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. It's so wonderful to be here, to be back.
I know, welcome back. It's
Thank
so
you.
crazy having all these guests back in the studio, but we're so excited. And oh my gosh, thank you guys, because these were such a huge hit last year. We did it better, more variety, and a much better price.
We did.
Yeah.
So Mr. Christmas is my family business. It was started by my grandfather back in 1933. Oh. So almost 90 years in business. And he would be so proud to see me here today, and especially with something like this, because he loved bringing innovation and technology into holiday decorating. And that's exactly what this is, Suzanne. Look at this. It's an oversized dynamic light show that folds out into this 3-piece set, but then folds flat. So it's so easy to store, it's so easy to set up, and it has 11 different functions, multi-light, white light within the same piece, and over 400 LEDs.
And it comes with a remote.
Oh, with
and
the
also
remote.
it comes with a timer. So you can set and forget it if you want to, but I do want to go over the 11 functions.
Okay.
Because this is probably the most we've ever shown. And if you guys want that light show, but you don't want to take a lot of space, but you want that wow factor, I am telling you, no doubt about it, this is where you want to go. This is what you want today, are these 2 elements. And a lot of you I know will pick up both. Why? Because it's such a great price. And with 5 flex, you're spreading your payments over the next 5 months, so you don't have to pay it off, but it'll be paid off by Christmas, which is pretty cool.
Oh, wow.
And this is years and years and years of use out of these. So basically, we plug them in, correct?
You plug them in,
Okay.
You've got your remote. You also have a little control box, you'll notice. So if you happen to lose your remote, don't worry about it. You'll be able to control all the functions. There is a function for demo, and I've got the ornaments here on demo, the ones you're seeing on demo. So it'll just go through
kind of runs through
all the different options.
Yeah.
We've got the white light, we've got the color light, we've got even a pastel look. There are all these different functions, flashing that you see there. This is really and truly it's brand new. My sister actually came up with this design, and it's so innovative because it folds flat into the size of an oversized picture frame and then unfolds into this dynamic light show.
Yeah.
You can put it outside. We include stakes to make it super easy for you to put in a front yard or into the grass, but it'll also come with the easels, so it makes it really easy to display inside. If you have a blank wall in your home and you want to put this up, it's going to be so much fun to transform a space with these, and that's really what they do.
Can you imagine how cool that would be? Or let's say on the side of your house, if you've got a big blank space,
I love
you could literally hang these on the wall, and all of a sudden, you know, look, like that's a nice house, but once you put the ornaments in front of it, then the magic happens.
It does.
That's when you feel the spirit of the holidays. That's when you get excited. That's when people slow down because they're passing your house, and they slow down to look at it. That's when people come by and say, where in the world did you get those? I love everything about this, guys, and here's the great news. You can get these at home. They're gonna ship, you know, as we normally ship things, but you have until the end of January of 2023 to return them. So let's say using the whole holiday season, you're like, I don't know, maybe I'll send them back. Guess what? We're still gonna refund your money, which is pretty darn amazing. But here's your opportunity, and I love midnight, as you know, Meryl, because I've got both choices. We do not have 25,000 of these in stock. And understand, this is the only time we'll offer this as a Today's today's special for the entire year.
Wow.
So if you're waiting saying, well, of course we're gonna do this again as a today's special like in November, nope, this is it. We saved it for our Christmas in July big kickoff, and here's your opportunity to get it. Now, Jared, can you give me an update as which one's the most popular? Because to me, this is a toss-up. It really is. Are they really? Oh my gosh, you guys are liking them. They're even sellers, so even Steven. Now, I do want to go over the measurements of both of these.
Yeah, so the trees are going to be 3, 4, and 5 feet tall. So it's awesome. A really oversized display. And then the ornaments, the middle one is going to be 35 inches, and then you've got a 30-inch and a 24-inch. So a little bit different, obviously, because they're ornaments and trees, but they pair so beautifully together. And as you were saying, you know, last year I set these up in my front yard. I went on air at home via Skype, and it was, people were stopping me. They were pulling over saying, oh my goodness, this is really unbelievable. How did you do that? They thought that I actually went through. And when you look at this, it looks so elegant because of all of those micro lights. It's 400 LEDs. Wow. So look at all those micro lights. They look so elegant. But when I see them, Suzanne, working in the Christmas industry, I say, is this gonna be just a pile of lights at the end of the season? The answer is no.
I love that.
Each one has a specific channel that it runs down. So they're never gonna be just in a heap, in a mess. They're gonna be easy to store and bring out and look just the same year after year.
See, that's awesome. And again, remember guys, you get a huge wow factor, but it packs up in a little teeny box. Yeah. So it's a very thin box, so you said about the size of a large size picture frame.
Yes.
And that's really handy too, because you're thinking, how do I get the biggest bang, biggest look for my buck? How do I get variety? How do I do one thing and get all the wow? This is it, but it does store easy. Unlike, you know, I love me some blow-ups. Oh yeah. But yeah, they take up a lot of space, you know. They do. We love the big, huge decorations, but yeah, they're hard to store. These, they've made it really easy, whether you live in a small space. You can literally put them in the box and put them underneath your bed if you want to store them away. You don't need a giant garage to be able to store these, but when you bring them out, you got the wow. You got the, oh my gosh, I love your lights. And then you pull up to your own house and you're like, oh, I love how that looks. Also, if you're like me, I live in a condo, this would be fine. Yes. If you live in a townhouse, this is great for that. The other neat thing is they're indoor as well. So if you really want to go crazy this coming holiday season, put these indoors and use them maybe to fill a corner of a room near your Christmas tree. That would be pretty fun. All right, now I want you to share this crazy story.
Yes.
So you have a friend, give me the scoop on this.
Last year, she was renting some holiday decor for a party she was having, a Christmas party.
Just one party?
Yeah, just one party. Okay. She wanted to have an outdoor display that was gonna be a wow. And she sent it to me because she knows what I do. And she said, look at these, look how beautiful they are. And I said, no way. They are renting the very product that we sold last CIJ. They had bought it as a rental company and were renting it out to her for one night. For one night, for a price that you won't. But this is really something, Suzanne, that you would see in a commercial setting. You know what I mean? You would see this in a mall. You would see this in a department store window.
Great point.
This is something that you would really see in those kind of settings and say, wow, what would I give to bring this home, to be able to decorate my own front yard with this kind of decoration? Right. And that's what's so new and different about this. And I keep switching because I just want everybody to know that each set of trees and each set of ornaments, you have all the functions within. So you can do the white light.
If you just love that white look.
Right.
Like a lot of people just want the white look.
That's so classic.
So
but
beautiful.
Then, let's say I want to have a multi-day. Do a multi-day. No reason you can't. You can put this on the demo mode to go through all the functions and the lighting effects. It'll just go automatically, which I think is so different. The fact that these have all of the functionality in the smart trees, that they fold up flat. The top one even folds over.
Oh, so, perfect.
Yeah, so it really does just pack down. You could slide it under a bed. You could put it somewhere in a garage where it's really not gonna take up any space. Yeah. And then you were saying, you know, put these inside flat against a wall. You're not gonna take up any real estate. Maybe you don't have that much room. You don't need that much room for these. Right. If you just put them against a wall, they're gonna transform a space.
It really is magical. And when you said, it's kind of like that feeling when you go into a mall and they've decorated for Christmas, and you see all the beautiful lights, or you go to that very famous amusement park that might be near you, and they decorate with all the lights. There is just something quite frankly magical about it. And I love anything that's quick, I love easy, but we all want that big wow. You know, we want people to drive by and go, oh my gosh, look at their cool lights. Wow, those are awesome. And you go, oh yeah, it took me forever. And no, it took you a couple minutes to set them up and you plugged them in. So it couldn't be easier. They're outdoor safe, they're indoor safe, you're good for that. By the way, these are neck and neck right off the top. Wow. And I love that because a lot of you are picking up both sets. So maybe you've got a great big yard. You want to put one set in one corner and the other set in another. Maybe you want to put these on your front porch. How cute would these be on a front porch?
And if you live in an apartment, you could put these on a porch, I mean, put them in your window. Imagine just a bay window. And last year,
how cute would that be? If you had a bay window and they were in the windows. Oh my gosh, I love that idea.
Walking by, they would say, how did you create that display?
Yes.
How did you get over 400 lights? How did you get this is a 3 foot, a 4 foot, a 5 foot tree.
Great idea.
And then it all folds up, so easy to store, so easy to set up. You don't even need to worry about it, really. Each microlight strand goes through a channel. So again, you're not gonna have a heap of LEDs where you're gonna have to worry about untangling. Don't even worry about it.
Re-stringing them next year.
Restringing. No restringing.
Well, and talk about LED too, Meryl, because LEDs are lasting for years and years and years and years.
Exactly.
And can I thank you very much because their LEDs do not have that annoying blue-white. Thank you for doing the warm yellow. I literally can't look at blue-white color. It hurts my eyes, and I love the fact you did the traditional warm yellow LEDs. And even when you do the colored LEDs, they have this old-fashioned retro true color to them.
Yes.
But you get the new technology of LED. So these you buy once and literally season after season, holiday after holiday, you're bringing them out, you're celebrating the fun, you're sharing with friends and family around you, you're enjoying, like you're creating memories, not only for the neighbors, but for your grandkids and your kids, for the friends who come over to visit. Every time they come like, oh my gosh, she's got her lights out. And it's just one of those extra additions that you add to really any space that I think is so versatile about this. Another thing too, Meryl, which I really love is I live in a really small space. I do have a patio out back. These will look amazing on my patio, guys. I live in under 700 square feet. I do not have room for big blow-ups, and of course our HOA wouldn't allow us to do it. But I could put these on my patio, and I'm telling you, everybody who walks their dogs past are gonna go, okay, that's really clever. How did she do that? Because I can use my wall space for that.
Exactly. It's just so easy decorating. I mean, really and truly, this is revolutionary in Christmas decorating, and that's what I love so much. You know, my grandfather, who started our family business, he started by coming up with ideas that were so different. Neat. And exactly, it's such a special story, and it's one that really carries on today in what we're making. And I'm working with my sister and my father, and it makes it so special to have these traditions. And you were saying, you know, it's all about the family and the neighbors. You know, I was talking to my sister, when you have outdoor pieces like this, you're not just doing it for yourself. You're doing it for your neighbors, for your friends. It's, for your neighborhood. And it really makes everybody feel happy to see this, for you to put this message out for everybody.
Aren't you guys lucky you work in happy?
Yes. Oh, yes, we are. We are happy.
You could have been a lot of career choices that are a little depressing.
Correct.
But they work in happy. And that is what this brings to everybody. All right, we got a latest update. You ready for this?
Okay.
The ornaments are outselling the trees right now. Oh my gosh, I love it. Now remember, these are the new ones. So many of you bought the trees last year. Now this is a really big deal in case you didn't catch Meryl last year. We had the trees only. They were $164 and they were gone, like sold out. Gone. Everybody went crazy. We brought them back this year. Now imagine a year later with the price of everything soaring, and we were able to drop it to $120, what are we doing? $129.95. Guys, most prices are going up. We went down dramatically. It wasn't just $5 or $10. We went down dramatically from last year's price, and we did add the new ornaments. Now, think about this, flanking both sides of your garage. Think about this, flanking both sides of your walkway with trees to trees. Can you imagine if you got two sets, how much wow that would be?
I love
and then that's all the decorating you need to do.
No, you don't need to do
It's not like you have to knock yourself out after that. You don't have to string lights up on the roof or anything.
You really don't.
Just stick two sets of trees out on either side of your path or either side of your garage.
Fold up flat.
Stick them under your bed.
Stick them under your bed, and that's it. And also, Suzanne, I wanted to mention the ornaments.
I love that.
Yeah, and the trees. They can both be positioned right next to each other, as you see in the videos, and here we have them. But you can also spread them out a little bit. There's there's a little give in the wire, so it lets you can have a little space in between them if you want as well.
And so, guys, can I show that real quick?
Yeah.
Because I really love this. If you have a porch railing, like this would be a great example.
Exactly like that.
So let's say you have a deck or you've got a porch railing. I want you to see how we were able to spread those out. So it gives it actually a little more of an artsy look. Like I really love this. So we've got it behind a bed, but imagine this is your porch. Okay, imagine this is the front of your house or your patio or whatever. See how two are there? And there is enough give. We've got the third one over here. So I think that look is so cool because this big guy really does fill up enough space proportionally. It just, look at that, isn't that neat? It just looks so cool.
You could have them in your windows. You could do
I love the idea of the
windows. That could be so fun. It doesn't even have to be a bay window. It could be your separate windows and separate them a little. And then also, you know, Suzanne, last year I had these over my mantle, and that's how I sold them because
you did?
And they looked the trees because I didn't have the ornaments, and it just totally transformed the space over the mantle.
That must have been amazing.
It was incredible. It was a white wall that would have had nothing on it, and then all of a sudden just completely transformed.
That's awesome. All right, guys, so we just wanted to show you that. So think of a porch. I love the idea of putting these in the room with your Christmas tree. That would be pretty amazing. Just have fun with them. And I know we're really busy at this point. We've got about 2 minutes to go before we're moving on. We have tons of brand new items. We have some really whimsical. I have a Santa flamingo coming up. You have to see. It's and a unicorn that is totally cracking me up. So that's coming up. We've got this old-fashioned, I love you guys, from in the 50s. I don't know if you guys ever remember. I was not born at that point, but I remember the pictures of the little bubble candles they used to put on trees that would have the little bubbles. Oh yeah, it's right there.
Yeah.
Mr. Santa, the team, Meryl and the gang, the family, have created a 2-foot one. How adorable is that? It's so retro and really cool, and we're gonna get to that in just a second. I have an Advent wine box coming up that I cannot wait to tell you about, but this is about to wrap up here in about a minute or so. And right now at midnight, I love when I get to launch here on the East Coast. I've got both choices. At this pace, the ornaments are not gonna make it all day long. We know how many people are on the line. We know how many people are buying it. If you want the ornaments, that's the brand new set, you don't wanna wait. And please remember, you're getting all three. It's not like you're getting one and you have to choose which size you want. You look at the size of this.
I know, I love you next to it. It really shows just how big they are.
And I'm not a little petite thing. I'm a good old Midwestern girl. But look at all this. So if you want that wow moment in your front yard, you know, if you want the fun house, if you say, oh, that's the house that always is so lit up well, we love, if you want people driving by to see your home or your townhouse, or you do want to bring happy to your neighborhood, and who doesn't, this is the perfect, and I love it, Meryl, really easy way to do it.
Yeah, thank you, Suzanne. And I love what you said about the glow of the warm white light and how you don't like that, because a lot of outdoor decorating is in that bluish light, that blue-white, and this is so warm, inviting, and really elegant. It feels a real step above what's out there.
It truly does, and I love it. And even the colored lights are a warm. I've seen colored lights that have too much blue, and honestly, I can't look at them. They're awful.
Totally.
And you know what's really funny when it's morphing? I don't know, can we do this real quick? It's so cool. It morphs into like purple and yellow.
Right, it does a pastel effect.
It does this whole pastel morph. Yeah, wait till you see. Look at it, isn't that cool? So it's not just your traditional holiday colors, although it can be if you want, but I love the fact it morphs into all these other cool pastels.
It does.
That's
and
really
we
neat.
should also mention that the wire choices, so that you can...
Oh, I'm sorry, you're right. Go ahead, we got so excited.
Super, we got too excited. The trees, you're choosing in the wire color. So when you see a choice of green or white, that's not a lighting choice. That is choosing the exterior wire color.
Thank you.
Typically, if you're decorating outdoors, you might want the green, so it just sort of fades
dissolves
in,
away.
and then the white could go against the wall. And then with the ornaments, it's white or
and red.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, and that's just the wire in the background.
Just the wire.
So white, red, and ornament, green, white in the trees. All right, gotta wrap it up, but Meryl's not going very far.
No.
Guys, still to come. Yeah, here it is. I am so excited about this too. This is such a fun night. I'm so happy to launch this show. Okay, so back in the 50s, 40s, 50s, I guess, you know, very retro.